So
was that okay?
that was it. Anybody want to add to
Yeah.
gentle wrap of where we are and what we're doing? Jump on in. This is wordplay at its best.
Makes me want, you know what? It makes me want to lay down a beat. Should I lay down a beat for somebody? I actually put the guitar down.
Yeah, lay down a beat.
I'm going to tell you a story about intention. Actually, this is good. I like this because you need a beat for intention, don't you? You got to feel the pulse. You gotta be in the groove. You got to notice that you're alive to have intention, right? And so this is my story about intention. It's a true story. I was 14. It was 1970. It was the middle of the design science decade that Bucky instigated in 1965. We are here right now at the regenesis of the design science decade for the decade of the 20s. And we have an idea in mind that there is a way to cross this threshold, this liminal space betwixt and between that story of separation and the notion of being together. And so I was in Japan, and I was a little boy. I was 14, and believe it or not, I found a photo just the other day when we were packing to move into a geodesic dome. Now, how this happened, I'm still not sure, but it's connected to being in Japan, where I had this photo of myself standing in front of a mirrored pavilion at this World Expo in 1970, and behind me was a geodesic dome. Go figure. One of the first to be exhibited as such, because it was an experiment in art and technology. It was the heat exhibit. And inside, you went in there and you looked up and there was a giant sphere. And you saw yourself looking back down, except in a different context because you could see everyone else. That was the notion of the overview effect. Remember in 1968, you saw the planet floating in space for the first time. Those astronauts brought back that sense of awe. So I was there in Japan at this World Expo. It had some kind of title like Harmony and Progress for Mankind. Very lofty. There was all sorts of technologies and fascinating things there. From there, we went to Hiroshima. And I saw the utter devastation of man's creativity. I saw time stopped at the moment that bomb was dropped at ground zero. I saw the pain and suffering that's reflected in the origami birds made by children every year for those that were lost. And what I realized at 14 was that sense of intent was all we've got. And we better wake up for what we've got and how we're going to deal with it. So I ask you, what triggered your sense of intent? What got you here right now in the Design Science Studios, Regenera being right here, right now, in this very moment?
Someone wants to jump in, go ahead. I can share, but I want to open up the space.
Haley.
I'll jump. 22 years old, Boulder, Colorado, biking rather, up the hill past the library. I had to stop. I laid in the grass at the library, overwhelmed by the sense of suffering I felt like all beings suffering simultaneously, human, more than human. It was a beautiful sunny day. I've just felt such a deep degree of pain within me. I had no clue before that I was potentially an empath. And I had been taught to not be by the systems that were built to educate us to be cogs in this machine that is hyper dysfunctional and long bankrupt. Ultimately, that's what got me here today. That experience.
Ain't life grand.
Thank you so much.
Ain't life grand. Where it will take you. You never know where you're gonna go. Let's hear some more of that intention. That intention brought you here.
I feel compelled to speak.
Oh, what's up?
Oh no, you can go. I'm very new to all of this, so.
Oh, no
Okay.
problem. This is my first time tuning into Beaming Regenera. So I guess what brought me to this space specifically was just curiosity. Yeah, I feel like a lot of things that I do are driven by curiosity. And I feel like a baby every single day. I feel like I'm learning every single day that I wake up. I'm learning so much, and it's just a gift to be learning so much every day. And yeah, so I've been thinking about the idea of input and output a lot recently as well, and that balancing those two things. So I guess my curiosity is driven by a want to just take everything in all the time, and that's input. But I also need to balance that with output and letting my creative juices flow. So I'm kind of toying around with that idea, and just thought I would bop in and see what's going on over here. So thank you guys.
You've come with so much intention, only to be discovered in the moment. Here's your intention.
Yeah.
So, my intention is holographically being expressed as we talk at the same time, but about the same things in different ways through our own perspectives. I've never spoken to a beat before, but now that I'm doing it, I'm like, why have I not done this before? It's pretty awesome. My intention is not to take over this with my epic story, but just to say that ever since I was a kid, I saw what a future could be. And ever since I was an adult, I felt I was crazy for thinking that. And only recently have I reconnected with the fact that I was always channeling into a kind of future, which did make me go insane. But from the depths of that and the tragedy of being in a world that doesn't match what you know it could be, the beat disappeared. And so I don't know if you're hearing me. Maybe this is just for myself, or maybe this is for you. I don't know how much you guys just heard.
Christopher, you're coming in loud and clear. Your beam
Awesome.
is strong. It's penetrating each and every one of us as we journey
Great.
along.
Great. So all that to say that this is the story I've always been living. And so this group of people, while they're new, they're also eternal. And we're all on a mission, so to speak, to bring about that world because we wanted to, not because we have to. We decided to come here and do this and be here right now, discovering and unveiling and revealing the world that we've always known was real because it was real. It just hasn't been acclimated to now because we have not chosen it, and now we are.
Thank you.
I love this synergistic space that's being created, this portal of consciousness. I love playing with bright stars that have landed on this earth and are connecting together to make this planet a better place. And it's just an honor to be with you all and to play with our traveler brothers and sisters. Thank you, Brett, for being one of the leads in the traveler movement, working our way backwards from the future to now. We're not just moving forward, we're moving backwards in time as well to try to heal and evolve this planet and ourselves and to just move to a whole nother dimension. We're living now in the fifth dimension. I don't know about you guys, but we're living in the fifth dimension. The third dimension, we can go drop down to that, but we're living in the fifth dimension. That's what 2020 was about. And we're there. So now it's just next steps for all of us to manifest this heaven on earth that we've been promised for so long. And blessings to you all. I have to go off, and I have another tribe that I'm connecting with, our virtual reality team that's going to connect in and now take what Brett is doing here and bring it into the next level of virtual and augmented reality, so we can even come together in a whole nother level. And so I appreciate you all. Stephanie, good seeing you. Haven't seen you for a while. Jurgis and some new friends here and old friends, and it's just such a blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
By the way, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
It's good to see you. We've never really had much time to interact. We've never had much time to really speak, and so it's really cool for us to be able to kind of like spend time like this. It's really cool. I'm very grateful.
Here.
See, the universe is marvelous. The fifth dimension is full of all these portals. Ain't that great? Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
I'm so happy.
Be continued, guys. Be continued.
Hey, thank you. You've set us off on a journey. We look forward to continuing it with you.
Thank you. We're here. I'm part of it. Thank you. Thank you.
To the
Be well.
game.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
As long as the beat's playing, let's keep it going, no?
But I must apologize. I have to go. I have 3 more sessions today. And I need to keep a little bit of flow. Because at one moment there, I felt something was opening me up inside. And I was exploring new dimensions. And I could not hide my excitement. And there's a very beautiful word. It's kind of like my little impish desire to play. But unfortunately, I must put him away for a little bit. But I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back, and we shall jam some more. Yeah, we're gonna jam some more. You can be sure we're gonna jam like never before. Yeah.
You're good.
Love you guys.
Love you. We'll see you later.